And we are live. Welcome back to Tribal Council. We just finished our touchy subjects challenge. Lauren has won immunity and a guaranteed spot in the top nine. Top nine, single digits, Lauren. How's it feel?
It feels pretty good because I really want to make single digits.
Does it feel like you've reached a milestone that you wanted to check off, right?
Basically, yeah.
Are you playing with your hair because you're nervous?
I mean, I'm always nervous here.
So this isn't your first immunity necklace. Do you feel like you might be becoming a challenge threat here in the Black Forest?
No. No, not really. I just feel like I'm just a likable person, so I can only win things that require people to take other people out.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's the only way I can
And those were sort
win.
of the two style challenges that you just kind of won. How are you going to mitigate that in the future? Because in Survivor, usually somebody super likable becomes a threat eventually.
Oh, please, I know. And that makes me sad because I don't like to be taken out just because of how I am. That's like a punishment. It's like if I was maybe a bitch, then I would be able to stay in this game longer, but I just can't.
So how do you fix this How do you maneuver in the future? You just try to stick with people that you trust who will keep you around regardless of how likable you are.
Uh Kinda, trying to see where people's heads are at and see if I can make it a little farther depending on where how they're feeling with certain people.
Well, best of luck in the future, Lauren. Ain't going anywhere tonight. Brian, for a while in that challenge, it looked as if you were going to win that. You were doing pretty well, and then all of a sudden, bam, 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 bam. Did that challenge reveal any new information to you?
Confirm that I'm actually liked. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I mean, no, I mean, in terms of what the group is thinking, yes, there are a little bit of, are they really saying these things? Is this really what the group consensus is? Like, is this the person in control of the game? Is this the person who's delusionally thinking they're in control of the game? Like, there are those little tiny bits and pieces of confirmation, but at the back of my head, I'm also like, well, other people could have just said this person as a placeholder to make the challenge a lot easier. Like, oh, I'm just going to answer this because this is going to be an easy answer. So, in terms of having a better view of where the game is, it didn't really. I'm an overthinker, so it really didn't confirm anything to me.
What are you basing your vote on tonight?
Trying to survive because apparently I don't know. My name is out there, and I've been identified as a challenge threat. I've been identified as someone who's smart but playing it dumb, like a lot of these things. So in my head, like whatever I have to do to survive, I will do it at this point.
Best of luck in the vote, Brian. Lisa.
Hi.
How has
my brother came over, so he thought it was weird that I was wearing a dress. So I'm in normal clothes now.
So no dress tonight.
I'm so sorry.
How has the game been since the last time I saw you guys here at Tribal?
This challenge was actually very special to me. Because last time people didn't like me because I was too over the top. And I was, of course, dressed in. I got my jacket on for you. I see you. I got the funniest one last time. So of course I was so happy to get that this time. But the one that it really made me happy to know that people think I'm making friends, because that's the thing that I've gotten the most out of this is I've met some really amazing people. Actually, not just some, like the whole cast that I've been able to be able to get to meet. So I'm in better spirits. I made a move last time that I think a lot of people were mad at. But for me, I'm a loyal bitch, and I will do what I can to protect the people that have been good to me. And I think at this point, I just want to make the K-pop challenge. So don't vote me out because this jacket's ready. The heels are ready. I won't roll my ankle this time. And I really want to make it to the K-pop challenge. So don't vote me out.
Does it concern you, sort of like when I asked Lauren, does it concern her that she's the most likable? Does it concern you that you were labeled like most easily manipulated, somebody who cracks under pressure? Do you feel like that perception of you, say you make it farther, you make it to the finals, are you going to be able to sell your game with that perception on you?
I hope so. I think that my whole time I've been, like I said, I'm a loyal person. People know that that's been what my game is. And if they perceive that as being manipulated, that's on them. I don't believe I've been manipulated. I can make my own decisions. I think for a time, I think we know, I felt I was being manipulated by certain people in this game, but I think I have made my own decisions this entire game for me. And like I said, if they believe I'm a manipulatable person, I manipulate Lisa Renna. Of course I'm manipulatable. Like, obviously, I don't get offended by anything. I'm the funniest person here, so that's winning for me.
Best of luck in the vote lands.
Thank you.
Dev, how has this round changed for you since the last time I saw you at Tribal? Walk me through.
Well, everything was going so good, and then everything was going so bad. I legitimately lost my number one ally, literally snapped from the game, and I guess I just had to, what's the right word, like reevaluate and like move forward in a different sense than what I was intending on, maybe, that's the game, hello, but that's probably what I would say.
So your number one ally, Brea, I'm assuming, obviously. So Brea gets snatched from the game. Your number one ally is no longer here. Do you think that you had enough eggs in other baskets than just Brea that tonight it's not going to be you just following her out the door?
Well, like I said the last time when you asked me, I said I almost feel more comfortable when I hear my name because I know I can like try to counter it, or I know it's out there, or I know I have to try to do something about it. But if I don't hear my name, it's almost like I don't know if I'm about to get a bullet to the back of the head. And I have not heard my name, which oddly makes me uncomfortable because I know people are so threatened by me as I'm so intimidating. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say.
Best of luck in the vote, Deb. We'll see if that sniper's loaded.
Probably is.
Will, you made it far in that challenge. Did that challenge reveal any new information to you personally?
I wouldn't say new because I feel like, everybody here is pretty smart. And I feel like they can manipulate the challenge to make it the results they want it to be. So like, I'm not really taking too much stock in the challenge. But I mean, it is, a little bit in the back of your mind, you are going to try to think and evaluate, are these questions like legit? Are these people really thinking this about this person? So, it's something just to keep in mind.
Do you think that you've done enough throughout this game up until this point to make it to single digits?
I hope so. I'm not like 100% positive, but I think I've done enough and had relationships with practically everybody in this game to where I think I should, but you never know. Like if you're too secure in things, you could be gone just like that. So I'm not secure. I could be gone tonight. So.
All right. Best of luck to you, Will.
Thank you.
Charlie, take a look
Hey, Sandy.
at some of these jurors. We got a growing party over here. We got Brittany, we have Shannon, and Dresden coming on into Ponderosa jury. Does it give tribal council a different type of feeling now that you see these jurors come in, watching y'all, listening on mute?
Yeah, I definitely think so. Especially like since Brittany and Shannon, I didn't get to talk to them too much. So it's definitely a little nerve-wracking knowing that they can just sit here and judge me for every round without me still being able to talk to them. I also think it's a little bit exciting though to see like what they will react to and like see if I can like see what they think is gonna happen, like what they want to happen, and see if that actually happens for them. It's just nice to look in, but it's definitely a little nerve wracking.
You didn't mention Dresden as somebody you didn't talk to too much about, so I'm guessing you have spoken to him in the past. But according to Brittany and, or at least concerning Brittany and Shannon, you were on the merged tribe with them, and you openly admit I didn't talk to you very much. Do you think that that is going to affect maybe your game if you make it to the end?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, I know that since I was merged with them, I didn't get to talk to them that much. I know they definitely aren't necessarily rooting for me. But I also think that there's a lot of people in this game who may have made them mad. And I do not think I'm necessarily one of those people. I don't think that I've hurt them in any way or tried to make them upset like some other people have. So I feel pretty even with them.
How are you feeling about the vote tonight? Would it be a complete blindside if it was you?
A little bit, yeah. I would be blindsided, but not totally shocked because I sense people's motives.
Okay. Emma.
Hi.
Hey. So I've asked this to a few people. I want to know from your perspective. I haven't seen you. Well, I saw you at the challenge, but I haven't seen you at Tribal Council in this setting since the last time we were here when Shannon was voted out. How has the game amped up for you? How has it changed? What's going on from your perspective?
It was really good and then it got really bad, like Dev said. I was really enjoying myself, and then out of nowhere in the middle of the night, I lost my sister, and it really sucks. And it's going to be interesting having to adapt to playing this game without her, because I joined the game with her and she was like my mentor in this whole experience. Although I've had to play most of the game without her, it's terrible and I feel really bad about it, but the show must go on and I'm going to keep fighting and we're going to see how everything turns out.
How easy do you think it is now that you've revealed that she is your sister? How easy is it for them to just send you right out the door behind her?
I feel like I was the least threatening sister, so if they were to send me out, I feel like that would be a bad idea. But I mean, production, you guys did their dirty work because they don't have to get her out anymore.
Do you think that there's an opportunity if you survive tonight that maybe Bria being pulled from the game was probably maybe like something that actually opened up more avenues for you, made it an easier road up the mountain type of thing?
Yeah. Having her removed was a blessing and a curse at the same time, because I feel like there's a lot of people that maybe would be more receptive to like talking to me or working with me without her here. So I feel like it could be a mixture of a good thing and a bad thing. So we'll just, if I get past this vote, we'll see.
Best of luck in the vote, Emma.
Thank you.
Gwen,
Yes.
how are you feeling after the touchy subjects? You got, I'm not going to open up the document, but did you get labeled some things? I know that you're somebody that they think is in control of the game, but actually isn't. Do you feel, were you shocked by that perception?
Honestly, I honestly do think that there were people that, played the game in the challenge. And, I think that there are 3 people in this game that were going to put me for all of the bad answers. And so it's a good strategy, like in the private answers, it's a good strategy to put me so that it guarantees that I have the majority. The people that I've talked to in this game know that I have been honest and tried my darndest not to lie. And they know that I'm a good person. And, there's not really much that I can do. I like hats to you if that's something that you did. I think that's a great strategy to do that. Yeah.
How are you feeling about your position? How was the last like 20 minutes of strategy time? Stressful? Did you find some clarity? Do you feel comfortable?
I mean, I always feel unsafe in terms of the game. Sorry. I think that sorry. I think it's hard because, and I just, sorry, like there's some stuff that I want to say, but I know this is being streamed, and so I'm not really, I don't want to say it, but I just hope that people in this game recognize that the people that I've given my word to, that my word is true, and that we can move forward from that. I know that there are things that were said about me, both personally, and things that were said about me about, you know, what things I said about other people, things in the game, that no matter how much I talk to people and try and give them the like logic of it, they will not believe what I say. And it's really frustrating. And at this point, like I'm done trying, because I've tried. And the people that, you know, that I am working with now, that, you know me and have talked to me, know who I am and where I stand in this game.
Thank you. Going best of luck in the vote. Luck.
What do you got for me?
What's up, Danny? How are you tonight?
I feel like a calmness has taken over this tribe. I think this feels like a brand new tribe. Like we're starting fresh. I don't know, it's just more relaxing than it was before.
Do you
There isn't
think
as
that
much
has to do
rumors.
with Brea's lack of presence here?
I'm gonna say yes. The he said, she said train has seemed to have stopped, and I feel like we're all just starting fresh today. The 10 of us, I feel like all respect that this is a game, and now we are all on a same equal level playing field. So again, I feel like tonight is just a brand new vote, and we're all equal. So I'm feeling good. I'm glad that we're all starting fresh, and I think we all at least respect each other. So that's how the game is going to go, and that's how the vote is going to go
in
tonight.
terms of starting fresh, so the person voted out tonight is being voted out based on things that happened in the last 12 hours, or are they being voted out based off of things from the rest of the third 26 days? I get the vibe, is it more of like a metaphorical refreshing, meaning like there's just like this feeling of refreshment, but the person being voted out tonight is being voted out based on things that have happened this entire game?
That's correct, and I think every person is going to see or have different reasonings on why this person is going to go. But that's just how the game goes.
All right, Danny, thank you very much. Kennedy.
Hi.
Hey. Did anything in the touchy subjects challenge shock you? Do you take it with a grain of salt? Does it concern you?
Yeah, I'm really shocked. And Will, I mean this in the best way, but nobody else put Charlie's name up for the most I know that sounds really dumb, but like I really thought it was going to be Charlie. Like I even said, like, this is not only majority, but what I think. So like I was a little caught off guard by that. But like I don't know, you can kind of guess how things like that are gonna go just based on the vibe of the tribe. I like the idea of me having a lot of friends, same with like Lance, how we had that one. It's good to like know that regardless, people are potentially gonna be okay with talking to you afterwards, because that's always the goal with the game. But yeah, you can kind of expect how things are gonna go just from the vibe and how people are talking and things in the past, how um everybody's gonna kind of throw their vote specific ways for like each category that you're kind of expecting it to happen.
Now, do you agree with Gluck when he says that this tribe feels like a little bit of a fresh start? There's a different aura around camp.
I would say so. I definitely think that the vibe is a little bit different. It's definitely more there's more communication, I think, and people are more open to talking about things. Um, but I would still say that like things in the past definitely have an effect. People still feel certain ways because of things. And it's not really like a forgive and forget kind of thing. It's just more of like a forgive and work to be better kind of thing.
After tonight, we will be at single digits, top 9. Are you expecting this game to amp up?
I have no idea. Probably. I have played two other Survivor games, and I've gotten ninth both times. So like my goal is to not get ninth, is do better than ninth. But yeah, that's like the point when everything like really comes in and everybody starts throwing hands and it's a little bit crazy. So yeah, I definitely think I definitely think it's gonna amp up a little bit, at least a little bit, probably more than that.
And what are you basing your vote on tonight?
I'm basing my vote on what I have been told to do and hoping to survive through this vote.
Right.
Thank you.
I'm taking a look around. I did not miss touching base with any of you. Does anybody have any final words that they want to say, whether they're here tomorrow or not? This is your opportunity to address anybody specifically. This is your opportunity to just vent, get something off your chest, clear the air. Anyone? Okay. It's time to vote. Make your way over to your Discord confessionals. Type the name of the person that you want to see written on my ghetto parchments. See you later. I'll go tally the votes.
So can we talk?
Yep.
Okay. Hopefully it's not me, considering the consensus was I'm not winning the game anyway. I can't see why it makes sense to vote me out.
So I'm gonna go nervous P.
Will is out here showing us his kitty.
I was gonna say showing something else, but I'm gonna be nice.
Oh.
This is Drake.
Okay, it's too quiet. Like this is gonna get awkward, but I'm gonna talk. Like I'm sorry if I weren't able to return some calls last night, or last night your time. Wait, last night my time. I don't know whichever it was, but I was actually doing an interview, and I'm all sorts of fucked up today. Like it really was. For those of you who don't know, like I'm doing a documentary on LGBTQ suicides in Asia. That's why I'm here. And last night's interview was literally the worst. Like I couldn't get through the entire interview without crying. I just met up with this guy. We met up with this guy. He's from Pakistan. Apparently, in Pakistan, being gay is 10 years in prison. So he moved to Singapore because in Singapore here it's 2 years in prison. That's why here I can't do anything. I can't kiss a guy. I can't go out with a guy. I can't have sex with a guy. So it literally is like literally the worst. Like it's punishable by being fined, jailed, and then being caned. And while I was talking to this guy last night, he literally was just talking about finding different countries where he can migrate in, where he's trying to lower his jail time. Like it's already ingrained in his mind that his life is meant to end in prison, and he's trying to find a country where it's not going to be a death penalty. And I'm like, how do you live with that? Like how are people allowed to live like that? And here in the US, like in the US, we're still complaining about our rights, about where we stand. But when you look at a lot of these other countries, you just can't, your heart is literally breaking. He's talking about the times he was being chased by the police, the times when there'd be police entrapment when he'd go out, and it was just heartbreaking. And now I woke up thinking, I can't believe I just got through that interview without literally dying in front of him. I don't know, I'm just trying to share the drama. That's really sad.
I think we take a lot of things for granted that we have here.
I really do.
I think it's really cool that you're looking into that though, because like that's not something that I would just sit and like really be able to understand without having to look into it. And so you looking into that and like potentially I would like to know, I don't know like what you're doing with everything, but I would love to know like the results of everything or all of the interviews and everything put together because that's such an interesting topic.
It's going to be a docu-series, so
Okay.
when it's produced, I'm going to send people links because I do think it's something
Perfect.
that needs to be put out there.
Yeah, because
Good
I
girl.
mean, it doesn't seem to be addressed. I haven't really heard much about it. So, okay. Sorry, Sandy.
No, you're perfect. Okay, Castaways, I have the votes. They've been locked and tallied. Person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom immediately. You will make your way over to the jury ponderosa. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If anyone is in possession of a hidden immunity idol or other game power, and you want to play it, now is the time to do so. First vote. Emma. Brian. Gwen. That is 1 vote for Emma, 1 vote for Brian, and 1 vote for Gwen. Emma. Brian. Gwen. We are tied 3-way, 2 for Brian, 2 for Gwen, 2 for Emma. Gwen. That's 3 votes Gwen, 2 votes Emma, 2 votes Brian. Gwen. It's 4 votes Gwen, 2 for Emma, and 2 for Brian. The 4th member of our jury, next person, voted out. 5 votes tonight, Gwen, is enough. Anything you want to say, Gwen, before we snuff your torch?
I do have final words to say, and I would appreciate not being interrupted for this. I am genuinely disappointed in whoever voted for me, and I will tell you that this game has been really hard for me, to the point where I was accused last night of being a racist. And the fact that people know that and are okay keeping people in this game that have been complicit with the lies that have been told about me and the rest of you in this game is not okay with me. If you voted for me tonight and you are one of the people that said that you were voting with me, you absolutely do not have my vote in the end. Absolutely not. This is something that crosses a game level. And it's, to be honest, I really think it's disgusting. Emma, you've been complicit in everything that Bria's been doing. And I am pretty damn sure that you've been cheating in this game. And there's no evidence of it, but you have been. And so do not respond to me. If you respond to me, I swear to God, do not respond to me.
Girl, bye.
No, Emma, stop talking. It's my time to talk. Those of you that are still in this game, Lauren, Lauren, I don't even know what to say about you because you have let these rumors go around and you've been one of the ones spreading them. And these things are not true. And it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart on a personal level that you guys do this. It really does.
I don't know what.
Lauren, I know it's my turn to talk. It's not your turn to talk. So stop talking.
Don't say she's spreading stuff then.
Just let her talk. She's going to be.
Let me talk.
This is her
Okay.
final words. You guys can discuss once she's done.
Yeah. You guys need to take a look at yourselves and you need to see and you need to actually think about who is telling you information and where it is coming from. Because my name is slandered. I am literally afraid that I am going to lose my job because of things that have been said in this game. Sandy, I don't know if I can be on the jury for this game. I'm sorry. I don't know. We can talk, but I don't know if I can be on the jury for this game because even just coming to this tribal council triggered things from last night, and I can't. I'm sorry, Sandy. I can't do it. I can't be on the jury for this game. I love you guys, but I can't do it. I'm sorry.
When
I'm not
production's
okay
going to
with
be
it.
there as soon as this is over.
I know.
Production's gonna be there.
I'm Sandy. I love you to death.
No, I know. This is not about. This is
But
not about.
no,
anything.
I'm
I
sorry,
want to make sure that
Sandy.
you're okay. That
Sandy,
is it.
I love you, but I can't be on this jury.
I
I
understand.
can't.
I know. I do, Gwen. You of anybody, I understand what you've been through.
I have been slandered in this game on a personal level, and it is not okay. And I'm not about to sit here and worry about this. I had to take the day off of work today because I was so upset about the things that Bria said about me. I've never ever had to take a day off of work because of a stupid online game. And I want all of you to think about that and take that to heart and recognize that like what has happened in this game is not okay.
Gwen,
If you
I love
voted for me tonight, honestly, like you need to wait a few weeks to talk to me because it's disgusting that you're letting some of these people stay in this game.
I'm okay if I ruin my game, Brian. I voted for you tonight. I'm sorry, Gwen. I was told something else was happening. But I need you to know I did not vote you.
I've been honest this entire game, and it's really just not okay that you guys are all being manipulated. You have been manipulated in this game. So to the people that I know were loyal to me here and the people that I've been with in this game, I want to be friends with you after. But some of you have allowed these things to happen in this game and we're okay not voting out someone that you knew was spreading lies on a personal level. My votes in this merge phase of the game have been based on what I think is right, based on, like, it's not just me that's been slandered. It's been a lot of people in this game. And the fact that people are putting this game over that is just not okay. And I can't, I have had a miserable week. I come home every night crying because I think everyone hates me on a personal level because of lies that were spread about me in this game. And I can't be on the jury for a game. And I'm sorry, Sandy, I love you, but I just cannot take any more of my life to even think about some of the things that have happened in this game. It's not okay. And I need to remove myself from it. So I'm sorry to those that
you don't have to apologize, Gwen. You just got voted out. Why are you saying sorry? You know what you've been through in this game. You do not have to apologize to me. You don't have to apologize to any single person. You know what is best for you, and only you know what
I want to be, and I want to be very, very clear about what was said about me yesterday, because it needs to be said, because not everyone in this game knows it. Bria told people that I said the phrase, "I am not racist because I have Black friends." I would never, ever say something like that. Ever. Bria brought up in our conversation that she doesn't want to be the angry Black woman. I specifically told her that I apologize that if I have any implicit biases, if that affected my view of her. I specifically apologized and took responsibility for that. And for someone to say that I said that phrase, which is one of the most racist things that can be said, is not okay with me. And anybody that was okay with her still being in this game and that is okay with her sister who has been complicit in all of this in this game, it's just not okay with me. And you guys need to think about that and check yourselves, because it is not okay. Thank you, Sandy. You've run a wonderful game. I just need to prioritize myself right now.
We love you.
Okay, I love you too. Bye.
Well, we are now at single digits. Congratulations. Take that with you. as we head into next week and during our break. But it's not actually a break. Congratulations, you've made it to the iSurvivor K-pop challenge. More on that later.